If I can turn back time.
Wow. Well, I got a quick ad read about Essentials Health, and Kiki kicked it off with some beautiful singing. But hey, what if you could turn back the clock on your organs? Essentials Health bioregular peptides offer a potential pathway to support cellular health and potential reverse biological aging. If you're serious about optimizing your well-being, research bioregular peptides and visit essentialshealth.com.
You are now listening to the Happily Ever Banter podcast. Let's go!
All right, so episode 69, Happily Ever Banter podcast. We got a special guest in today. Somebody know her as TikTok Mama.
That's right. That's how I know her as.
Yep.
And your real name is Trisha?
Trisha. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Well, a pleasure to have you in.
Yes,
Thank you
I'm
for
excited.
having me. I'm excited to be here.
Crystal's been a fan of you for a long time.
I have been because I'm like, you're my spirit animal.
You know, when you just have that kindred spirit in common, you just connect with people.
You're just carefree and you don't care what people
I
think.
don't. There's too many things to worry about in life.
Exactly.
And that's not one of them in my book.
And you have one life to live. You
No,
know?
that's it. I always say their name's not on my bank account, so
That's right.
it doesn't matter.
No, when we were talking about you coming in, I was like, okay, if she come in Thursday, I said, man, that's actually going to be our 69th episode. And I was like, that's funny. So Crystal got balloons and everything.
And I got some champagne for us to crack open.
Friend, I love champagne.
I got the good kind. He don't know how much I spent, but
Give me She usually buys $8 stuff.
oh no, baby, this is the good stuff.
Oh, yes. That's my love language right there.
I like, I'm a big fan of champagne myself.
I could do Prosecco like all day.
I can too, and I can do like a good rosé by the pool. We're tequila people, so we just love tequila.
Yes. I would love for y'all to join us for my birthday this year. It's going to be at the Savoy in 3rd Ward.
Oh, nice.
What is the
Okay,
Savoy?
so speaking of tequila, it's being sponsored by Herrera
Oh,
Tequila.
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and Jack Daniels.
Oh,
is
nice.
sponsoring it. So we're going to turn up if y'all can make it out June 7th.
June 7th. Okay, we're going to check our calendar.
Yeah, it's first come, first serve. So,
Okay. All right, we'll try to make it.
because they only hold X amount of people. I don't know. Oh, those are cute.
What's it
Yes,
called?
ma'am,
What's the
there's
place called
champagne
again?
Called, matter of fact, Machete went with me
That's where I seen
Okay.
y'all at?
to the Savoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen the pictures and I was like, and I messaged him. I said, dude, you seen TikTok Mom? We met TikTok Mom. So she's actually coming in the podcast with us. He's like, oh man, it's so cool. He loved you, whatever, But yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, nothing but love right back. He lives over here, right? Southside?
Yeah, he lives over here, near Texas, not 15, 20 minutes from here.
Okay.
So we've hung out a few times together. Like I said, I love his energy, man. He's just
Yeah, he's good people. You
Yes.
know when you meet somebody and you're like, can I cuss?
yeah.
Okay, you're like, I fuck with him. You know? But some people, you keep on
You don't have to watch your language on here. This is okay.
So I always like to ask because I have a potty mouth. But, I always keep people on the back burner. And I until I ease into
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Because people are weird. Friend,
Yes.
people are weird. So I try to ease into it. But once I know that we're like this,
Yeah. Well, he instantly
we're
like.
family. We go from
Yeah.
friends to family real quick.
Well,
you
we're
know?
from Louisiana. That's a big deal for
Okay,
us.
that's what I was hearing from you.
Right,
Yeah.
we're from Lake Charles.
That's right.
Yeah.
You told me that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, so we've been here for 9
cheers.
years.
Yep.
Yeah, cheers. Yes,
Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming
coming. 69.
Episode 69.
Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go.
No, yeah, we've been here for 9 years. But, I mean, literally we're 2 hours away from our hometown, so it's
And I
That's
have
not
two. I
bad.
have
It's
two
so
other.
close.
I have two other siblings, and so they've been here for 15 years.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're not over here by yourself.
No, ma'am.
What
No.
about your family? Are they?
Mine are all back there.
Okay.
But yeah, so her two sisters and my brother-in-laws, we're all real close. I mean, she's got a twin sister, so her twin lives here and her other sister. So yeah, it was an easy move. We had family here. We already had. We came here like damn near every weekend over the years. So like
Yes,
we had
sir.
our own life here already. So we moved. It was just like it was no difference.
But the economy is similar, right, in Louisiana? And
yeah, it's all.
Texas?
I mean, I'm in the oil and gas, so industry's the
my husband
same.
as well.
It's a lot of the same deal, So
But we plan not to move back though because we love Texas.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that, y'all. Like that. There's a song. I forgot the artist. Texas. I think it's Big Mo. It's called Man or Mon, M-A-N-N.
Yeah.
It says Texas, Louisiana. We talk about getting mad. And I just love that. So when I met Chef, couple weekends ago in person. I actually went by his shop and he wasn't there. And he's like, Mama, I got to go pick up my kid. I can't. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We'll do it another time. So Ralph the Baker was in from Louisiana.
I seen that.
And so I finally got to meet him. I'm like, oh, yay. It worked out. But great guy. Great people.
He's blowing up too, that guy.
Yeah, Ralph is. Yes. And his kids are getting into it. His son's into it.
I've seen that.
So, yeah. That's pretty cool.
So how long have you been doing the TikTok thing? When did you start with that?
Okay, so COVID.
Okay. Same with us. That's when we started doing stuff.
Right. I wasn't big on social media, just because I'd raised my family. I'm a mother of 4.
Okay.
We have 6 grandkids.
Oh, wow.
But they're all spread out. Like my son has his 4 kids in Florida. My oldest granddaughter is in Minneapolis with my daughter.
Oh, damn.
And I got a grandson in Austin. And yeah, so we have a lot of free time unless we travel to go see them. So me and my husband are, empty nesters. And so we're just, what was the question? Look, I went off on a tangent.
No, I was wondering how you
How I
start.
started. Okay,
Yeah.
How did you start? Yeah.
This is also what we're talking about here. What you're seeing is brain fog. It's Mama's going through the change. So we're just going to drink past it. But yeah, so COVID. So actually January of 20, my nephew was going to UT. He lives over here in League City, or did. He lives in New York now. He was going to UT in Austin. He's like, I went to go visit him. And he's like, Thea, do this TikTok with me. I'm like, what's TikTok? Like, what is that? And I was a dance teacher before I got into social media. So he's like, let me show you. It's just 8 counts is Ruddy Riches out the box.
Oh, yeah.
Just real cute, real,
That was that's the first big one really for TikTok.
Yeah. And so that was January. We did it. He posted it on his page. I didn't have one yet and went viral.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, oh my gosh, everybody's like, who is this older lady with swag? Or you know what I mean? That can dance. And so I was like, oh, wow. So when March came, I couldn't get in to teach the kids. I downloaded TikTok and I said, nephew, send me that video. And I posted it and it went viral.
That's crazy.
And so it just, it was out of boredom.
Yeah.
Just
everybody got on it.
Everybody got it. Yeah.
But y'all, that was the time to start.
There's no doubt.
Creators are asking me now, influencers, Mama, like, what, can you give me some pointers? And I was like, baby, if I had some, I'd give them to you. But it was timing.
You kind of caught lightning in a bottle.
Opinion, it was when TikTok was blowing up.
And I think it's also what's also big too is like what's trending at the moment. That kind of sets it off too.
Agreed. And you got to be able to jump on the trend. You got to be able to do the dance, whatever it is, the skit. And so some of the main comments in the beginning of my account went to 1 million. I started in March. By November, we had my 1 million party.
God,
it was, but I'm telling y'all, it was really timing. But the comments were, which one of your kids are managing your account?
Okay.
Because, but I'm like, we're empty nesters. My kids don't live here.
Yeah.
They could take their broke ass home. They don't live here. So, that was a lot of it. Just like, who is this older lady with swag? And I'm like, y'all, that's just Houston. That's just everybody in Houston. We just all have swag.
So how did you come up with your name, TikTok Mama?
I'm a mama and I was on TikTok.
Okay.
Is that
easy? Real complicated. I know.
So it's crazy. So that first video you did just went viral like that.
Yes. And then, like I said, I couldn't get in to teach the kids dance. And so I'm seeing these little 3 8 counts of dances. I'm like, oh, watch this, And I was entertaining myself. And then I started going live and the numbers just like 13,000 people in my live.
So
15, like stupid money, $1,000 a day.
For going live?
For going live. People throwing money.
I know. So
I didn't even have to show my ass.
We just recently started going live, and so I was happy whenever we got but it was like $5 or $6 or something like that, and I was like, man, keep throwing it at us. I was like, maybe we got to stay on here longer. I don't know how this works. I'm still trying to figure out the live thing.
We'd go to the golf course, just me and her in the afternoons,
and we'll just go live.
And she would go live, and we started talking. We answering people, engaging people.
Yeah,
and then
that's what they. Yes.
And it's like, and then they start throwing these fucking hearts and putting these crowns on y'all kind of dumb shit, but.
If we don't know what any of that means.
But yeah,
It translates to money.
Then you get
huh?
off
Okay,
in it. Yeah. Then you get off. You're like, you made whatever money. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, okay.
So back in 2021, 15,000 people on my live. I would get $1,000 every time I went live.
Wow.
I mean, it was stupid.
So do you ever do like you're just strictly go live and like dancing or just whatever
Yeah,
comes
I'm in
to
the
mind?
kitchen cooking and having
You
a
just-
drink.
and you just go live. So there's
Yep.
you're not forced to like go. Oh, I got to go live today, or do you try to go live once a day or
I
multiple
do,
times?
and on TikTok, not Instagram and Facebook, but TikTok, they required of me because I started going
Okay.
live in the way beginning. So now my videos will do shit if I don't go live.
Yeah, they'll boost
Okay.
you if you
Oh,
do.
they'll boost-
Correct. So I'll do like a get ready with me in the morning live, and my energy's up, and people are like, "Oh, mama,"
Yeah.
And then I'll do my get unready with me. I'll take my makeup off at the end
Okay.
of the day, and then cook during the middle of the day. Open a bottle, and So I don't go live necessarily 3 times a day, but that's the goal.
Oh wow,
That's what they like.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if I can go once a day, like I haven't done it yet today.
okay. See me get on tonight. You will.
I don't know. I might go to a club after this.
So how does your
I
husband?
mean, I'm dressed and I'm out.
yeah. So how does your husband partake in all this? Like,
Friend, it's funny you asked that because in the beginning he's like, I don't like you cannot twerk on videos. You cannot, right? And I'm like, okay, baby. And then so I would do the twerk, and then I would put a face over it to
Okay,
cover up
to
my
cover
ass.
it.
And he's like, oh, you a smart ass, aren't you? And I'm like, you can't see it, Levy.
Yeah.
Or I would stand there like this during the part of twerking. My husband, I would write in a caption, my husband will not let me twerk. And he's like, oh.
but now he knows what you're
But
bringing in.
friend,
So do whatever.
That's what I was coming to. He saw the money coming in. He's like, baby, it's the lighting. You want me to hold it right now? Babe, is this good?
Oh my gosh.
He's a dance dad now.
Yeah, period. So it took me a minute to get him like acclimated to what was going on, but he saw the money, and then now he goes out by himself and people recognize him.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm like, he comes back home. He's like, you're not gonna believe what happened at HEB. And I'm like, is your head gonna make it through the front door? I'm like, so cute, but total change. Yeah.
Yeah. So like we do like videos and stuff, and like there's certain ones that are trending that like blow up, and we get like more followers,
Well,
more people, content,
yes.
more.
Me and my daughter were on the Applebee's commercial before we did the fancy like dance.
Yes,
somebody
that's
hit
right.
us up and they paid me to use our video on the.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
It's crazy the way it works.
And we started COVID like during COVID. So my daughter's what
She's
14 now, so she was probably 9, 10.
Okay.
I was like, you're too young to have your own. There's so many
No,
creepers out there. And we have our
yeah.
following
So
from the TV show too. It's like so you're kind of known as a kid. People
I don't
know.
think she knows we're from a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, ma'am.
We've been on past. So her sister is the one that had the all girl quintuplets. So we're on the TV. We've been the past 10 years on a show on TLC called Outdaughtered. So we're
So it's
I'm Uncle Dale.
This
She's
Aunt
Aunt Kiki.
Kiki.
We're the
Aunt
goofy.
Kiki.
We're the goofy aunt and uncle that.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna have to look that
yes,
up.
ma'am.
I'm
So it's the first set of
ignorant.
all quintuplets in the U.S. since I forgot when.
This episode of Happily Ever Banter podcast is brought to you by Vaughn Realty Company. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrade your dream home, or looking for an investment property, Vaughn Realty Company has you covered. With unmatched local expertise and a team that treats you like family, they're not just finding you a house, they're finding you a place to call home.
So why wait? Start your journey today at vaughnrealty.net, or you can find them at Vaughn Realty Texas on Facebook and Instagram, Vaughn Realty Company, where dreams meet doorsteps. Now back to the show. I don't know when it
First time ever.
Ever.
Oh,
First-
same sex.
Same sex.
And so it's a big deal. But so like I said, we've been doing the show on TLC. So we had a built-in following from the jump.
Okay. So did they transfer over?
Yeah, a lot of them did. And then so we started doing during COVID. I was like, well, we'll do one. I like to dance. I've always
Yeah.
danced. I was like,
all
so-
of us love to dance.
So we'll start doing it, and we started doing it. We had a bunch of them that did really well, and then over the years, we'll still, we did one the other night. We just something's fun. We've been drinking. We're like, hell, let's
yes,
Yeah,
do a
but
TikTok
they love
dance.
to see that. They
They
love
do.
to
They
see
do.
families and, the kids get involved. They love to see it.
So how do you handle you have nice comments and negative comments. You know,
you guys know as well as I do, you got to have thick skin for
right?
this.
You just laugh at it.
I really do, but sometimes I have really good clapbacks, and my people are.
I can't. I just zip it. He has good clapbacks.
Well,
like he can do it.
I love people hate on me.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. Like
He's not being mean,
Yeah.
but he knows how to
I've
say.
got I don't know about you, Dale, but I'll be like, do you have enough followers that you can go live and I can bring you up and we can talk about this face to face? And then they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but some people just I just don't have that energy to do what some people just the negativity.
But then that's what I
It's just
hate,
like,
Dale.
man.
I hate to give light to it, like to pay attention. My people who encourage me and they're true followers and support me, I really just want to engage with them. But like I said, sometimes I have some good clapbacks.
I know, and then lots of
and
your
it's
fans will
just-
clap back on them.
Yes.
That's when it gets nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll drag them, honey.
I've done it before where it got on Instagram like so bad to where I had to delete their comment to all the other negative shit. I was like, it's too much.
Same.
It turned to a
Same.
cancer.
No,
like
yeah.
everybody just was like, I was like, it's too much now.
That's not what this post is
No.
about. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, sometimes, I'll pin the comment.
yeah.
Yeah, I like to-
After I dragged them.
so people can be sure to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But then I'm like, okay, they had enough.
Yeah.
Oh, they already deleted it. I was going to delete it.
That's funny. No, I know. It's just one
But
of
I
those
just,
things.
I think you have to have thick skin. And the way I look at it, their name's not on my bank account.
Right.
Like your opinion of me is none of my business.
Yeah, it's not
and I really
affecting
think
me.
that's why I've made it this far. I know who I belong to. I know, my worth. So all I care about is pleasing my husband and my father.
Yes.
So
You need to give me some. You need to give me some tips on
Girl.
how to go.
Oh, she would read some stuff. She gets so I'm like, Crystal, who cares? Like I was
Oh,
like,
girl, if I could. See, now my live will get cut off because they'll go report me.
Okay.
But I'll get I will just. And I've had to stop doing that. I can't do it during my live.
So I haven't.
I do it a little bit. I can be vague about it.
Yeah.
But then I think about it more and more. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble. My husband's like, get off.
So does your husband ever like? I haven't seen if he gets in on your dance videos.
Not on my dance videos.
Not on dance videos.
he was
Okay.
in one of your last videos you posted. He was in it. I seen y'all were like in a car or something together. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all were just together?
Yeah, I think I posted that maybe today.
Yeah, I
if
just
that's the
seen.
one
It was
we're
like
talking
one of your
about.
latest ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so when he's dropping me off for brunch,
Okay. Yes.
and he's like, I want you to keep an eye on your drinking today. And I just put a little Stevie Wonder up there like, I see what I can do.
That's all of us in the
That
neighborhood.
sounds like her.
We have in this neighborhood we have a lot of stay at home moms and stuff. So like we'll go to brunch quite often, I guess,
yeah.
And it's like. My daughter gets out of high school at 2:30, and sometimes I'm like, "Oh my God, Dale, can you pick her up, or can she find a ride home?"
Yeah, 'cause
2:30
we're
comes
on
too
a third
quick.
bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah,
I know.
and then turns it into a night thing. We'll go to a friend's house to the pool.
Yeah.
I love it. But so do the kids come? Does everybody have kids at that point?
Yes, we all have kids.
When they were
same
younger,
age.
they did.
They
Yeah.
But
did.
now they're like,
they're
they do
they're
their own
the same
thing.
age as
Yeah.
ours, so they're doing their own thing.
That's
So it
fun
makes it
too.
nice.
Yeah.
So what did your kids think about TikTok Mama when you got going?
Oh my goodness. I'll start. My oldest is a pastor.
Okay. So let's start. So you have 4. So what are their ages?
Okay, so 36.
Okay.
My son is a pastor. He has 4 children, and he's like, so his platoon. He's in the army. He's
Okay.
a chaplain in the army, and he all his people know me, like in his platoon.
Okay.
And he's like, Mama, everybody's asking about you. They want you to come over. And so I would go and meet, I'd travel to them and go meet them. And he's like, yeah, my mom's crazy, but she loves the Lord.
That's
And
funny.
he knows because what you guys see, that is me in person. Like it's so my son, social media is nothing new. That's who I am,
that's
and I'm
who you
just
are.
sharing it with the world now.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's not like it's not a
right.
stick you're doing.
Yeah.
This is just yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because there's a lot of people like through us, like, Dale picks, he goofs off or whatever. And a lot of people think that he's being, they're like, quit being mean to you.
Oh, I
Like,
get comments all the time.
he
I'm
gets
an
comments
asshole.
all the
But
time,
I'm
but
like,
like,
yeah, we just talk shit.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
Yeah, no, we do too. We
that's
talk
the same
shit.
thing. Yeah, we've
I was
been
like-
together 22 years. So we've been together since we were, 19? And we're
Oh, I
42.
love that.
So it's
I'm
like.
only 41. I'm a lot younger.
Oh, 41, okay, about 8 months. He
a
gives
lot
me so much shit. But anyways, yeah, it's like he's not like that's just our form of how we connect, how we he's not,
Yes.
And I am who I am. Like half the time I don't even make sense,
No, same, girl, same. Unless I've had a few of
Yeah.
these, then I make perfect sense. Yeah, but so back to the story with the kids, I will be having my grandkids, my son's kids, PK kids, preacher's kids,
Okay.
at the store, and everybody's like, "Oh my God!" When I go out in public, TikTok, Mama, can I get a picture? And my grandkids are like,
Yeah.
because they're not allowed to watch me on social media.
Guess not.
Can't watch it.
Did it go by grandma?
They call me Gigi.
Oh, Gigi. Okay.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
Gigi,
Yes.
gorgeous grandma.
There you go.
Okay.
So the young ones are starting to realize that Gigi does something that I'm not allowed to watch.
That's hilarious. So when they talk to their friends or whatever, we're like, my Gigi has TikTok, but I'm not allowed to
Yes.
watch it.
So the 14-year-old in Minneapolis, her friends, my daughter doesn't allow her to watch me.
Okay, but
They
friends.
all support me. Don't misunderstand.
Right.
My kids all support me and send me videos. Mama, do this one.
Well,
But
some of that stuff's not
my
meant for them to
it's
see.
not.
Right, correct.
It's not. Gigi's ratchet.
Yeah. Gigi gets buck wild.
She does. She does. And when they get that age, they can get buck wild.
Exactly.
So yeah, my
shit.
kids support me. Everyone in my family is just like, very supportive, but
good.
they're not impressed by any of it. They're not amazed by any of it. Now, when we go out to dinner, like my mom, she's 90. She's like, Trisha, why are all these people coming at you?
Yeah.
I don't think she grasps
Right.
the whole social media.
Yeah.
But then I'll get her on and do, some
Okay.
dance videos with me or whatever.
Cute.
And they just love it. I'm not scared of aging. Look at my 90-year-old
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
So the apple didn't fall far, but the family is supportive. But believe it or not, I wouldn't care if they weren't. It wouldn't matter to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do me.
I mean, you got to.
Regardless. Yeah. So it's cool.
That's good.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, Crystal, she would send me videos over the years, like, oh, check out her newest one. And she was like, she'd always like, this is gonna be me so much. I mean,
I
that's
have
what,
one of
that's
my
what she
best
would
friends
say.
back home. I was like, guess who I'm having one today? She's like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch it and listen.
I love it. That's so cool. It blows my mind. Like, I don't know about you guys being on the show for that long, but like, I go out in public and people are like, oh, do you want us to get you a private set? I'm like, no, because I don't feel like.
Yeah, so how do you take that? Like when
that
people come up to you?
I don't think I have the right to say, no, I don't. I can't take a picture with you. Can you give me a moment? I have never once said that.
Right. We're always like, some people are kind of just too shy to ask, but like, we don't mind. We're like, we're normal people. We are
Hey,
just
same.
like,
I said, my sister-in-law had
Had
a
a-
bunch of kids. I said, we didn't do anything.
but to these people,
Like,
they're
we're not-
like,
we
think
don't
that
feel like we're famous.
Like to me, I think you're famous because you.
I see. I don't. I'm very humble, and I'm like, it still amazes me that happens, but there's no way I would turn it down.
Well,
Right.
you got to think you got lucky. We got lucky because of the things we got put into.
And so we just been riding it.
and you're being yourself,
right.
and
Yeah.
things happen. Like
That's right.
So we enjoy when people ask us picture. I know sometimes like they'll come up to us and they want to, and then Dale's like, "You want a picture?" But I can't.
Most
but they're
people are scared to
"Oh."
ask, so
They're
I'm like,
scared to
"Okay."
ask, but they want it so bad.
I'll ask them.
And then I got drunk family members when we're out in public. It's $10 for a picture. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
$20 for the twerk.
Oh my god!
Yeah. On the live, they're like, Mama, do a 360. I'm like, you ain't even making it rain. No, I'm not turning around.
That's funny.
So what kind of dance teacher were you? Would you?
Ballet,
Okay.
tap, creative movement, a little jazz, a little hip hop. Yeah.
That's crazy how like so many songs, man.
Oh,
do you
but
practice
are y'all
them or
not
you
like
know
that?
them all?
I am. I'm a music. Like
but
music's my
I
biggest.
know like the old, but some of the new stuff. Like I'm like, dang,
Oh,
girl.
I love it all. And music plays in my house from can to can't.
Yeah, so when I'm cleaning and stuff, half the time, sometimes I break down. I'm by myself, and I'm stopping.
Girl,
what I'm
you
doing.
twerking?
I'm
Yeah.
dancing.
What could have taken you 2 hours to clean is taking you 4 because you just backing
And there was
it
one
up.
time I did this. I did this TikTok, and I was on my counter with my socks on or I don't know, shoes on. They were like, I can't believe you got on the counter with your dirty shoes.
Girl,
Do you know
and
where your
you
shoe-" I'm
wanna
like, you know, it's called cleaner.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called
No,
cleaner.
yeah, right. You can buy some. It's very inexpensive. Okay, but this is what I'm doing. You know, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't eat here.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, you're in your house with no shoes on?
Yeah.
Are your floors not clean? Like, I don't get it. You know, they're very judgmental though. And
Oh man,
yeah.
they will throw stones.
Yeah, they do.
I enjoy it.
They don't break my bones. Oh, I get off to it.
Yeah.
I was like, how can I put that politely?
So do you see that you? I know you try to do the lives every day. Do you try to post every day just to kind of stay?
I do. I am.
So it's almost like a job, really, you know?
It is, friend. It is. It went from fun to a job probably. So I started in 2020, late 22, late 22. It was a job.
Yeah.
It was a job.
How many followers you have now?
On TikTok, 4.5. On Instagram, 1.3.
Damn.
And on Facebook, I had over 1 million, and my Facebook was hacked. So I've started over, and I'm almost at 500,000.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
I couldn't get it back. And they post some cheesy ass shit. If y'all following that bitch TikTok mama, not this one, but that other one, tell her I said.
I never looked you up on Facebook. Yeah, because I follow you on TikTok and Instagram.
Oh,
Okay.
they like to fight over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I try to post every day and go live at least once a day on TikTok.
So whenever
I'm slacking on TikTok
So
right
whenever
now.
you go live, like how long do you stay on for?
It depends on how many bottles I got.
Okay. So every time you go live, you're popping a bottle open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most times. Unless it's in the morning. They're like,
Okay.
Mama, where's the wine? I'm like, it's 9 o'clock.
Well, pop open some mimosas.
But, you know, I'm going to running.
Okay.
I don't have a driver. Yeah.
So I guess, you know, like for us, what we've done, we've met a lot of cool people along the way. I'm sure you've met a lot of cool people with what you've been doing.
Oh, so many artists. Unbelievable. I went to Essence Festival.
Oh, really?
In Louisiana.
Yep.
I met Juvie, met Manny Fresh,
Oh, wow.
met Birdman. Lil Wayne was right next door to me, and you could not touch him. You could not
I
look
bet.
at him. You could not see him. But he was right next door to me. I was like, oh, wow. All the Houston rappers I've met.
Yeah,
Done videos with.
We've met all of them. We do a lot with the Texans too. So we go.
I got fired from the Texans.
Really?
Oh, no.
I was an ambassador for the Texans.
Oh, wow.
Why'd you get-
You got to be a special kind of stupid to get fired from a free job.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I did.
oh man.
I guess y'all want that story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I mean, I'm sure it was
So-
nothing bad.
Well, let her tell the story first.
We were at the 713 Music Hall, downtown Houston. It was a Texans reveal party, jerseys.
We were there. Me and my daughter walked on the stage that night.
So did I. I went out with Paul Wall.
Okay.
And I asked the owner of the Texans, can I wear your medallion? I'm about to go on stage with Paul Wall. She went,
Feeling sluggish? Is your energy tanked? Well, KT Wellness can help. They specialize in TRT and HRT, otherwise known as low T, helping you unlock your potential. Personalized plans to get your hormones balanced and you feeling your best. Visit them at KTWellness.com or at KT Wellness on Instagram. KT Wellness, unlock your potential.
next thing I know, I was writing an apology letter, and I can no longer be an ambassador for the
Oh,
Texans.
shit.
Oh, wow. Do you still go support them still?
Yeah, she's a Cowboys fan now.
Cowboys fan. She better not be.
Yeah, that's how we met a bunch. We met them all.
Through the events here in Houston.
Through the events, we we go to the suite. Like we were with Little Flip, Zero, all them guys. I
Yes.
haven't met OT yet.
I haven't met
That's the
OT.
only one. Like, there's been a few times where he's supposed to be there and he wasn't. Like, he's one I want to meet. But I met all. I met
I just
some.
want him to roll his R's.
I know. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. No, that's a skill.
Yeah.
So you met Paul.
I met
Yes, we've
Paul.
met Paul.
I met Paul a bunch of times.
Is
Yeah.
it how likable is he?
I tell people, I said, man, he's the most fun-loving guy.
We were trying to get
He's
him
the
and his
biggest
wife
fan of
on.
anything Houston.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's truly genuine too.
You see his heart, but I love his wife more than I love him.
We finally met Crystal.
Crystal's
met-
amazing.
We met her at the last time we were at the
Yeah, where were
was that
we?
the Texans or that Bregman? So we would go
I
to
think it was the
Bregman.
Bregman.
We would go to Bregman Suite too at the Astros, and I think that's where we met Crystal last time. 'Cause we met Paul a
Okay.
few times. I've hung out with him
Because I think she's a homebody. She doesn't get out much, I think, is when we met.
Pardon me. I don't want to tell her
Okay.
business, but
Okay.
she's caring for her mom who's
Oh,
living
okay,
with
gotcha.
them.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
So
finally
it's
met
just
her, and she
super
follows on
sweet.
Instagram now. And
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get her and
I-
him on because
Love them.
they're
Friend,
super
if
cool.
I can help you with that, I sure
Okay,
will.
good.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me your info
Okay.
that
Yeah.
says what you did, and I'll
Okay.
Yeah,
give it to her.
she was super nice.
Yes.
Paul, like that, man. He's one of the most genuine guys.
Period.
I tell him, I
yes.
said, man, this guy, he will meet and talk to. If they had 10,000 people, he'd shake every one of their hands and talk to them.
Yes.
without
See,
smiling the whole time.
Friend, I feel like that's me in person, because I have to give them the time of day. You know what I mean? Like, how can I not take a picture with somebody if they ask?
Right.
I just feel like no, I have to.
When I first met him, because I grew up in Louisiana, so I listened to a lot of Houston rap. Mm-hmm. When I first met him, we were talking.
See, we listen to Louisiana.
I was asking him a lot about some of the Houston rappers that I used to listen to back in high school, and he was saying like, yeah, these guys, man, he capitalized with obviously doing grills and all that stuff.
Yep,
The
yep.
song Grills, when that blew him up, but he's like, man, I was always nice to people. He goes, some of these guys weren't like that. He goes, I feel like how I am with people, that made his career.
I totally
You
agree.
could see that because he's like, the other guys didn't take advantage, or they didn't use their platform like they should have.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
did. And look at this guy still.
He's still blowing and
Yeah,
going.
I mean-
what about the younger rappers in Houston, like Kurt Cobain, Travis Scott?
So Kurt Cobain's, he was at one spot. I didn't get to meet him, but like Stunner for Vegas was
cool.
there. Maxo
Oh,
Cream.
yes, Center for Vegas.
I
we
met Maxo at
Maxo's
that
super
night at
nice.
713
Yep.
before I got
What
fired.
about the bigger guy?
Big X.
Big X,
Big
I
X.
haven't met
We met
him.
him
He's
cou-
from Dallas,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we met him a couple times.
I haven't met him.
I'm super excited about a
Why are
CDs.
y'all not inviting
Yeah.
me?
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a Texans thing too. So we tried. They said you could.
It was crazy.
I've been fired.
we would go to the events and honestly, it's all the Houston rappers, and you got me and Dale, white folks, so
Yeah.
crazy. But they're all when we hung out with them that whole day at the Texans thing, all super sweet, genuine.
I love it.
You
From
hear
the
their
Houston
you hear
is
their
family.
backstories. It's just so crazy, and they're actually really friendly.
Lil Flip said, because I told him, I said, dude, I remember driving from Lake Charles to Beaumont.
Yeah.
My junior year of high school to buy the Leprechaun album. And he's like, dude, I love hearing stories. He was just, but he sat there and talked. She made him a plate of gumbo. He was just like,
Yeah,
Just
super-
down to earth guy.
just super cool, dude.
I was
Yeah.
just with him last weekend at Savoy.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, where I'm having my birthday. But yeah, gosh, Travis Scott, I met
We
him.
met his
We
mom
met
and
his
his sister.
mom and
I
sister.
haven't met them.
They were they were in one of the suites at the Bregman thing. He
And
wasn't there.
okay.
But yeah, we met them. They were really nice.
Erica, y'all know who else is here? First, let me hop out the motherfucker. Lil Wayne.
Oh,
no,
Lil-
it's not Lil
no.
Wayne. T Wayne. Sorry.
Yeah.
T Wayne. T Wayne's here. Erica Banks. I was in a video with Erica Banks. Y'all
Oh,
know
really?
that is.
Remember Erica? Yeah, Bust It. That Bust It challenge. Way
Oh,
back
yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Okay,
day.
yep.
At the beginning of TikTok, Bust It. Bust It.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got to do that challenge with her because we were in a music video with Snoop Dogg.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
it
you
was
met
cool.
Snoop Dogg?
No.
Oh no.
He didn't give me no time of day.
No,
Nope. I'm like in his video. He don't even know who I am.
you were just a video vixen.
I'm gonna let it slide.
So when you pop in your car and you ride, you're jamming all the time?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I have a system in my car.
Okay.
So my Audi's murdered out. It's black wrapped. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Mama goes hard. I flex on them.
Mama goes hard.
So I whenever I drop the kids off and I'm heading to the gym because we do CrossFit every morning, so that's when I jam out. I'll just put
Yeah.
whatever on.
My husband's like, baby, can you turn the bass down? It's driving the dog crazy. The dog's like, I'm gonna throw up. But no, I'm bumping from morning to night. I love music. I love music.
What's your to go? What's your to go to? You just like it all?
I like it all, friend.
like it?
Sometimes I go through waves, right? Sometimes I want nothing but old school, like Ratchet, like Killer Mike and
Yeah.
Trina, and I want dirty rap, like
Gangsta boo.
bend over, let me see it. Then sometimes I want to thug out in my Reeboks, right? And then sometimes I want some R&B.
Yeah.
You know, I want some Tony. Like oh my gosh, I love music. Just it's very versatile.
Keith Sweat came out this year at the rodeo.
Yes, I was
like, dude.
You met Bun B?
I met Bubby a couple times. Yeah, so I played in like the Texans flag football game.
Okay.
And the first year I did it, he was like commentating, like he was, and so I met him that day. Then I met him one time. He was doing like a pop up in the Levi store at Galleria.
Okay.
And I talked to him there. But yeah, he's super cool dude.
Super cool guy. I went to Essence with him and his wife.
Okay.
Super great people. Very humble. Yeah.
So do you travel a lot?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. I travel a lot for work and just networking with other creators.
So you have a side job besides TikTok?
No,
just TikTok?
No,
Okay.
I travel just with TikTok.
Okay,
like,
so
I
where
go influence with other creators.
Okay.
Any city I go to, I'll know a big creator there, and we try to meet up and do a collab because, exposing yourself to new. I just feel like TikTok has changed so much, compared to when we first started. It's just so different now, the algorithm and they really want my firstborn,
So how did it feel whenever it was going to go, at first it was going to go away?
Yeah, what were your thoughts?
What were your
I was
thoughts
like,
on that?
please, Father.
Yeah.
But you would have missed the money though,
You know what, friend? It's changed. That's what I was getting into. It's changed so much. I don't make the money I used to.
I bet.
Wow, really?
Because your videos, to be in the creator program, your video has to be over a minute. And
when you say creator video, like what?
I'm sorry, to be in the creator program, to get paid for a video, it has to be over a minute long. On TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok?
On TikTok. And it's hard to capture people's attention
For a
that
minute.
long. Like, when I can do 15, 20 seconds,
Well, that's the stuff that like people's mind span, like most people aren't gonna watch a minute-long video. Mm-hmm. You watch a little bit and you're gonna swipe up.
And that's what social media has done to us.
Yeah.
Like, we want instant gratification.
Yeah.
Amazon can get it here the same day sometimes.
So I've been doing probably like the last 6 months, I've been doing TikTok shop.
Okay. How is that working for you? Because I haven't had one bust off yet.
So before it shut down or whatever, like I almost made like $1,000 for me, and then when it shut down, so now it's been slow, but it's just hit or miss on what sells,
Yeah.
But so I haven't made crazy money
The
with it.
dumbest things sell the most.
Agreed.
But
do you get the feedback from your followers? I do. Mom, I don't like it when you do TikTok shop. I want your I want you to entertain.
Yeah, they're like, I want you to
I'm like, this is a business, guys.
Like, stop selling me stuff.
Like it, Dale.
No, they don't.
I say, wait, podcasts.
They want more
like, I don't want to hear podcast ads.
If you give me enough money, I don't have to do TikTok shop.
That's what I said. They're like, I'm tired of seeing you selling, and we want more dances or just they say stuff like that. But it's like, but not all the time do you see all that. It just depends on how your FYP works.
We'll get people comment sometimes like, oh, I like your podcast, but I keep hearing these ads. I'm like, well, the only way people make money on podcasts is from ads. Like, it's just the way the world works. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just how it is.
They don't get it. But, I found that Facebook's paying me better than TikTok. I made $30,000 in 3 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
I just got started back with this company that posts these viral videos on my, like, obviously I do a lot of my own personal stuff on there, but they post these like viral videos. And these things make all kind of money from ads. So it's just money coming in that.
Yeah. Do people steal y'all stuff? How do they get away with that? They steal my stuff and make a page that says TikTok Mama. And I report it and they don't do anything about it.
I've had a few like that. Most of ours have been like just fan pages because people of the show, they take our pictures and post them or whatever and they tag whatever. Or they make these stupid edit videos.
They split up or somebody's passing away or somebody's really sick.
They had a thing a while back posted we were getting divorced and I had friends and my mom
family.
called me the other day about something. She said, I heard you're sick. You didn't tell me about it. I'm like,
what? And you can't believe any of that.
I'm like, get off Facebook, Mom.
They like to fight over there on Facebook though in the comments. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have insomnia right now going through perimenopause and I'll just be reading the Facebook comments. I'm like, oh
Yeah, people are wild.
They are.
Hey, the internet's the best thing ever. It's the detriment to our world, probably,
Agreed.
but it's the best.
Yeah.
The funniest shit I've ever read has been
yes,
the internet.
Hilarious. Yes, agreed. Too funny.
So, you had a podcast too for a little while? You were doing one?
I did. We worked on it for almost a year. I don't know how many. We didn't have 69.
Yeah, we film once a week.
Yeah, we have an episode coming out every week. I did, like I said, the other one I did, what we did for 2.5 years, Magnus. I mean, so that was like almost 200 episodes, like every week, one coming out. Then I started this one, so I have 2 a week coming out that we.
That's great. Yeah, I think I didn't get the support I thought that I would on the podcast. And I think there was 3 other women on the platform with me. It was a lot.
It was a lot. It's just, I know, just learning, it's like you got to stay, promoting. Like once you got to stay on top of it, not skip. So that was hard at first. Like, oh my God, it's coming up again. The weeks go by so fast for you to have a post, and we're so busy on the weekends with stuff with kids and stuff. So it's just crazy that you're like, oh my God, we got to film again, So now it's just becoming a habit where it's easier now. So half the time it's like if we don't have guests, it's just us two just cutting up and and people love it. People love just, you don't realize like how people just love just the normal conversation. Just we don't have
to hear.
We talk about
anything and
sex
everything
and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, just anything and
I hope
everything.
my kids don't listen to this. But one day they might.
Yeah, they're gonna have sex someday. So
yeah.
I just did a collab earlier with a pharmaceutical. What do you call her? A pharmacist.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's specializing in hormones for menopause. And we were talking about on air and everything, dry vaginas and.
I'm not there yet.
the man that was videoing, he's like. It'll make good views though.
Yeah, it sure will.
Hey, people want to hear the real stuff,
the real deal.
And we talk like I say on here, like when it's me and her.
Like sometimes he'll say something and I'm like, I'm about to chew you off, and I'm like winking like this, and he's like calls me out. He's like, why are you winking? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, see, my husband's reserved.
Okay.
More like I let him see who I was day one, and he still signed up for the bullshit.
Yeah, it's his fault.
So how long y'all been married?
30 years.
Okay.
This October.
Okay. October what?
27.
Or the 20th.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I love that. But he'll see me sometimes. I'll be on live and he's like, shut up. What you doing? He gets mad. I'm like,
yeah, we're the same. Like we love to cut up and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll be married 18 years this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Been together 23. So
we basically grown up together,
Yeah, we've been together longer than we were not,
That's where we are.
So it's crazy.
And that's how our sisters are too. My sister, so we're 22, Danielle's 23, and Ashley and Nick are 24 years. So we're all staggered. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we all get together, there's 16 of us total because there's 10 kids. Because I have 2, my twin has 2, and then Danielle has 6. So
You have a twin?
I'm a twin. Yes, ma'am. Fraternal.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
And we're all close sisters.
so there's 10 kids between the 3 couples, 8 girls and 2 boys. So it's like I say, if we go Sunday after church, 16 of us, it's a pain in the ass.
They're like, is this
Y'all
a
gonna
party?
be
They're like, is this a party?
Restaurant's like, oh Lord. here they
Yeah.
come.
We're like, no, this is just our family. This is just our
I know,
family.
this is not like a gathering.
Yeah.
This is just a normal day.
Like, go ahead and
funny.
charge us gratuity.
That's right.
It's mainly for my sister kid that has the multiples.
Yeah, they
That's
got 8
right.
just them.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So tell me again, how long have y'all been here in Houston?
9 years.
9 years. The culture's thick here, but I feel like it is in Louisiana also.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's changed a lot since what hurricane hit. What was that, Harvey? Or
no,
Louisiana?
Louisiana was Delta and Laura.
Yes.
That was in 2020, 2021, those big hurricanes that
So
hit.
it just hasn't been the same. Like there's stuff that people are still trying to rebuild. People are still in blue tarps, It's just,
Yeah, they got ravished, but 2 big ones back to back. So
yeah.
Yeah.
you can imagine.
we've been fortunate here. Like I feel like us being so close to the water.
Yeah, I feel like y'all are close.
We've dodged a lot.
We dodge a lot. Like even with all just even the bad rain and stuff, like it'll go more north and we'll miss it all.
I mean, Harvey, this neighborhood got 54 inches of rain in 24 hours, and we didn't even flood.
It didn't even get up to the sidewalk.
That's amazing.
That's because the drainage we have, like those big retention ponds we have through. I mean, they did their job, but yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
didn't lose power once. I mean, we were blessed because it could have been a mess.
We live on Lake Conroe for the first time it flooded. That bad one that came through. All that rain, I forgot which one it was.
Imelda?
For the first time, I think so.
That was a bad one a few years ago.
For the first time, because the dam at Lake Conroe, we hold that because it was Houston was already flooded, so it goes into San Jacinto River over into Galveston, right? And for the first time ever, Lake Conroe's homes on the water flooded. It was awful, awful. But yeah, that's what happens.
So,
over here in the
out of
South.
all your TikTok videos, what's been like your favorite one?
Oh, that's hard.
That's hard?
Can I tell you, when my daughter will do a video and it's like a family video, like me and my husband and my daughter and my son-in-law, I love those.
Yeah.
When my daughter, baby girl, comes up to me, she's 26.
Okay.
And she lives in the Woodlands close to me. She's like, Mama, you need to do this. I'm like, well, let's make it happen, you know.
Yeah.
Mama, and he's going to carry me in, and you're not going to, you know, he found out I was too expensive, but you're not going to take me back, right? Yeah. So when I get to do skits with my babies, my favorite.
See, that's what we like too. So usually during the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas, like all 16 of us will find one to do.
Oh, that's
we did like
they love that.
We did like the
We
Full
did the
House
Full
one.
House one.
Oh.
Oh, that was so cute. Yeah, that was,
So yeah, you have favorites that, you know, and then they just like to see my family come in, you
Right.
know, which doesn't happen a lot with the grandkids because everybody lives you know, far away. So when I can get that to happen, it's definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
But like my pastor's kid, my son's kids can't be in my videos, but the other grandkids can. Yeah.
So how long from when you started to where you're like, okay, I'm all in on this?
well, I guess it was probably after your first one when you went viral, right?
Yeah.
Or when you got to
No,
a million?
no,
you're
I
like,
was still thinking it was just a fluke.
Okay.
Or is that a word?
Yes,
Yeah.
fluke.
Okay.
Yeah, just like rememorize is a word. Okay.
oh, she says some,
I make up my own. We call them
Same, girl.
crystalisms.
Same. What were we talking about?
when you thought like, hey, I'm gonna go all in on social media stuff.
Yeah. So when the first couple ones just went viral, I was like, it's just, you know, people are bored at home. And when we all got back to work and they were still going viral, I was hitting
It's like viral meaning like over 1 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we've actually had a few that I guess you would say that's
We
viral.
got some of that 4 million.
Yeah. Okay.
million.
But it's just here and there though because we don't. We're not that active on doing them. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't post every day?
No, ma'am.
No.
We need to. We need to do more dances.
Do you post about your podcast every day?
No, we do. We post. We post
Not every day.
We post reels and we post
Yeah.
stuff for.
You take clips from the video and and
we do
put your link.
the little shorts. Yeah,
Yeah, we do shorts.
Yeah. That's perfect.
but yeah, we just don't. I don't know.
It's
We're-
consistency.
It is. I know
y'all.
that like that's the biggest key
It
to growing a
is.
page.
Because the algorithm's going to recognize this person's coming in every time at this day, right?
Because it's even when you're scrolling through TikTok yourself and you click on something, you see the same things and it's the same. You know, you're right.
That's exactly it. Yep. That algorithm changes though. Just when you think you have it figured out, it flips on me.
Well, it's just like being in a company, being a sales guy. As soon as you start making too much money, they're like, all right, we're gonna change the bonus structure up to something different. You know? You're like, oh shit, you got to figure out you got to figure out how to.
That's exactly what it is.
You got to figure out how to make money again.
Yep.
You're like, okay, well, now it's this isn't popping. I got to do something else that's
Yeah.
gonna figure out how to do it. you know?
Yes,
but
so-
it changes like that.
So to answer your question, I guess I knew I was all in on social media when I had my 1 million party. I was like, okay, things are popping off. I'm getting deals, and these are big deals, big brand deals. And then the next year, when I gave my resignation teaching, I said I wasn't going to teach dancing more. My husband, because he's like, you're going, like, you're teaching, you're doing recitals, you're doing social media, like, choose one, baby. You know, but I have that kind of energy. I can, you know, juggle. But he's like, you're really making me tired because, you know, I need him a lot, you know, for this, that, and the other. So I knew I was all in 2 years ago when I quit teaching. So I was like, well, this is going to be my gig, you know. But I do miss teaching. I miss it a lot. But I love this too.
At least you can still dance.
Yeah. That's good. As long, I mean, there's not a lot of people that have rhythm. Like, I'm so glad I'm blessed that we have rhythm.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's so funny. Like, so we're big CrossFitters. So like, we always have like parties and get-togethers and stuff. And like a lot of the young girls, they'll look at us and they're like, "What are you doing?" They do not know how to drop it low, and they're like looking at us.
All they do is shake their ass. That's all they do. The
Yeah,
young
and
girls.
they're like. Their videos are looking. I was like, y'all don't know how to do this. Like, no. I'm like, what is times have changed, girl?
I was like, we were in the club and you weren't even born yet, though. Half these, you know.
We were in the club till it closes. He would be passed out drunk and I'd be dragging his ass out.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes. But I think that's why I have such a great ass.
It's just shaking it.
Well, just, dancing and, you
Yeah,
know.
it helps.
Yeah.
We love to dance.
Yeah, we were talking about this last episode. I started dancing like in high school because I was a big boy band fan. I was like, we grew up in this little trailer. I said I would be, my mom be in the back room, I'd be in the living room watching NSYNC concerts, learning their dance moves. Like I was learning choreography in high school, dancing.
So
I would
we
dance
get to-
I dance all the high school prom and stuff. I'd get there in front of the whole crowd and I would do like a whole
I love
dance
it.
Like-
routine.
Parties or receptions or
love
wherever,
it.
they'd be like, Dale Mills, get out there.
Oh, dude, I'm
You need
getting
to do it.
Yeah.
I love it. I would love to see a clip.
That's
Yeah.
what, oh yeah, I could probably find you something. But that's what's fun because like all my buddies are like, oh, you just started TikTok with your daughter so you could get your ass on. I'm like, I know, I like doing it.
Yeah, I do too. And some people, you get those comments, you're just showing off or
Yeah.
I'm just happy and I'm doing something I like. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
It really is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got going on.
Yeah.
Like I'm a pretty positive person, so like if I could do something that's I think's funny, other people are gonna think it's funny. That's what I think
Yes.
about.
That's right. If you can make someone laugh and forget about their troubles for just a minute, I'm all about it. Yeah.
I think that's one of the coolest comments we see. Like when we do these dances, somebody will comment, "Oh man, that's exactly what I need today." Blah blah blah. Okay,
Or just
that's cool that they say
Or they'll
that.
listen to our podcast like, man, y'all, I needed a good laugh today.
Yes. That's a huge compliment right there.
Yeah, I
love
don't
to
take
hear
anything
that.
too serious.
Yeah, you can't.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it ages you very quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm already there.
So what birthday's coming up? If I can ask.
55.
Okay.
Okay.
I was born in 70.
But
yeah.
you feel like you're 20?
A year ago, I would have told you I felt 35.
Okay.
And now, going through perimenopause, it's a
So you're
motherfucker.
feeling it. Because like me, even though I'm 42 and I'm not there yet, but like as far as like how I feel and like energetic and all that stuff, like I still feel like
I am very energetic. I
Right.
do get people are like, "Oh my God, Mama, you have so much energy," but I'm seeing a change in my body.
Okay.
Like it's what I used to do to stay fit is not working anymore. It's like my body is betraying me. Honestly, I went from a size 4 to a size 10. I'm like,
oh
wait.
wow.
Yeah, but it's perimenopause.
perimenopause.
It's hormones, the lack thereof.
Yeah. Plays a big
Sucks
part.
being a woman.
Crazy.
And men
It's
don't go
okay.
through that.
Yeah, no, they don't. I love being a woman, though. I love it. But we need to support women going through it and not say, "Oh my gosh, are you pregnant?"
Yeah.
No, my uterus just looks like a Ford Focus. Okay?
Have you ever made any videos you're like, oh shit, I can't post that?
Yes,
yeah.
friend. I don't know if y'all are believers, but God will literally wake me up and said, "Take it down, take
you
it down,"
take it down or you
and I do.
But even if you
I
let's
put
say
it to private.
Oh, okay.
He literally wakes me up. Take it down. I'm telling you, to take it down.
but so what if it went viral? What if it went
I
like,
still take it
you
down.
Take it
Yeah,
down?
hey, you can't deny God.
I can't. He's not going to debate it with me. I literally, y'all, I hear it and I wake up and I'm like, oh, he really wants me to take it down. Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, yeah. Sometimes my husband beats God. And my husband's like, take it down. Take it down. My bad. Had a momentary lapse in judgment.
Oh man, like it was good at the time.
It was, and it was picking up speed, but those are the only two I listened to, though.
That's funny.
That's too funny.
Yeah,
man.
that was true, though. I promise you, total truth.
Well, there's been plenty of videos I see that's funny. I'm like, man, I couldn't do that because of our following is from a TLC background.
Yeah.
There's a lot of middle-aged younger women, kids that watch it.
So it's hard
I was
to
like,
do
man, I was like, some of the stuff like I find funny. I'm like, that's too far for me. But I got a buddy of mine that they're big influencers. I'm like, this is perfect for
We're
y'all.
like,
Yeah.
y'all do
I'm
it.
like, y'all do
yeah.
it, and they
Yeah.
do it, and,
And
and it kills.
And I hate that when I will go somewhere in public. I don't hate it, but it just, it makes me sad. Kids will come up to me with their parents. Oh my God, I love you, TikTok mom. Little kids, I'm like, I'm looking at the parents. Why you let your baby watch my content?
I know. And they're like, who is that? And they're like, that's TikTok Mama. Like, TikTok Mama, who is she?
Look, my own grandkids can't watch my content. You know what I mean? So I do feel bad about that. That kids watch my content, but I don't change.
Yeah.
I don't feel that bad.
Maybe they're like, I wish my grandma or mom was like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a little hard. But
my kids laugh at me when I do, you know, like even when sometimes I'll do a dance by myself, or they'll see us, they're like, oh my God, my friends are going to say it. I don't care what your friends say, or she'll be like, we ain't take, all their friends are following us.
Her friends think I'm a cool dad, so I'm like, I'm one, dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
My kids' friends will be in my comment, so and so, come get your mama.
Yeah.
You know, like, we love her, but come get your mama. And then you get the haters. Oh, this is cringe. I'm like, your mama's cringe.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love your mama joke. I do it all the time.
I'm always your mama. Always. Everything your mama. I got the wig from your mama, so.
People are crazy.
They really are. They're miserable.
It's like they have to get on and just say something. Negative.
Which I don't think they understand is more reflective of what's going on inside them.
Yeah,
Not about them coming.
And then I think sometimes
who hurt you?
I think sometimes they want you to respond because they know you're probably seeing it. Because, like, you know, if you just have a following, like, you know, if you had like 10 you know, you're not seeing every comment, but to us, we're seeing all our comments. So, and they probably want you to, like, you know, feed into it. But I'm just like, whatever.
And
I've come at a lot of haters, and they became more
you
so
turned them around.
Yeah, just because I just talked to them real, and like it didn't bother me. So
There was one lady that was
I kind of give some shit back, but it's like then they have one guy, he was the biggest, he liked to be a troll on our other podcast. And then he actually is from Houston. Then we started talking shit, and then before long, me and him been messed. We DM like it seems like every day we send memes for the last. Jesus, Crystal, you grab for the last 2 years.
Magnus, go grab a towel in the bathroom.
God dang, Crystal.
I forget it flows like that.
It bubbles up.
You could tell Crystal wasn't a bartender.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, I feel bad. I'm getting it on your.
No, it's okay. Trust me. This ain't the first accident, and I feel.
Oh
bad.
gosh, did it too.
Bad. Look, you did it.
Jesus Christ.
Crystal, I can't believe you're Crystal.
Oh, so you're not a bartender either.
I didn't turn my glass like an idiot like I did the first time.
I apologize for that overflow.
It's
okay,
no worries.
really.
No worries.
Cheers. It's backfired on you, buddy.
That's funny.
I know, talking shit. Damn
It'll
it.
catch up with you quick, won't it?
Yeah, I know. Got to roll with it though.
That's right.
So I guess so if your kids, I guess you got a 26-year-old.
Okay,
so they wasn't. I guess social media was probably getting bigger as your 26-year-old was getting older.
Correct.
So you didn't have to go through as much. Like we're going straight through.
Oh,
we got
bless
kids that have
it.
TikTok and Instagram. You're like,
The shit when they want Snap, like we just finally let our daughter have TikTok, but it's all set to private. Nobody, you know, it's
That's
she can't see
good.
how videos, but
It's
she
so
wants Snap.
scary,
It is scary.
I'm glad y'all brought that up. I really am sad for parents that have to struggle with that. I didn't have that with the older three, but when baby girl was in high school, social media was
starting to come. Yeah.
And I saw it change her grades.
Well, during the week
we saw how
we cut her time off. I'm like, nope. During the week, you only have, I think, it's a couple hours and that's it.
Yeah.
Like we turn it off.
Yeah, because you could see that affects, and they're just like she wants to be an influencer or stuff like that, and like I said,
And it's funny because
she's a real pretty girl. She loves to dance. So I was like,
all their friends, they all do the same thing. They all do their head thing.
Oh, they lip sync songs and touch their head.
And they touch their heads. Like they all do it. I'm like, what is this touching head? They sing and they touch their heads. They all do it,
girl,
which is hilarious.
I want to see.
Yeah, all of them do it. But so her thing is like a big thing now is like Snapchat. Snapchat's so terrible.
We're like,
for
we're not.
kids.
Yes, so you're not getting.
I was like, she'll sit there and write his essays off. I'm like, nope, I'm sorry. She's like, but I'm missing everything. I'm like, well, why can't they text you or tell you? Why do they have to send it through Snapchat? I'm like, you're lucky that we let you have TikTok.
Oh, it's so hard for y'all right now.
Yeah, it's hard.
Parenting with social media.
Because even back then, we didn't have it growing up,
Yeah, no.
We didn't have all this,
No, thank God.
Golly.
No, yeah. It just started with baby girl, like you said. She
Okay.
was in high school and I saw it happen her sophomore year. Like she had so much promise and I just saw she's like, nope, I'm not It just took over.
Yeah, I can see that.
It took over.
And now it's rampant with everybody. It's just like that's all it is. Everything's social media.
Yes. any business. Like I have attorneys that hire me to promote their law firms.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much
is
just
social media.
Social media just, yeah.
Well, like I tell people, if you're doing any business, if you're not using social media, you're failing because you got to.
No, that's right. That's where it's at now. You know, people don't watch TV much.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why we have cable. We still have cable.
No, I do. I will not pay for. I will not pay for cable.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why we have it because we have we stream stuff.
Yeah,
but
you stream like Hulu or Netflix
Yes.
or YouTube TV.
I know.
Right?
We need to cancel that.
It was $100 and something.
I know.
$150.
I'm trying to buy a boat. Shit.
You like that song? I'm on a boat, bitch. I'm going fast. So when we were dating before kids, so our friends
we were married then.
We were married. Okay, we'd always go on a boat and we would play that song so loud.
Well, that's when that song came out, early 2000s. You know.
Yeah. Oh my God, we thought we were the coolest things, drinking and singing that song.
Always think when we get on our boat. Always think of what's that movie with Will Ferrell?
Oh, Step Brothers.
Yeah, Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes.
Yeah.
I wanted to name my boat that. My husband cut me off.
Yeah. He ain't no fun.
I keep him though. I'm too vested.
But y'all have a boat yet? Because I saw y'all
We
on a
do.
boat. Okay.
Yeah, so he just sold his John boat.
Okay.
He's a big fisherman. So he just sold his John boat and bought I don't know. Starts with a M. It's a fishing boat.
Okay.
Okay. And so I just sold my pleasure boat and we're about to buy a Tritoon because I want a party boat.
Yeah, I want one with people. Like,
You need to invite us on your party boat.
I will.
Okay,
I
you
will.
better.
This one that we're looking at, God willing, it holds 15 people.
Okay, that's a good amount.
It's fun out there on lake. I don't know if y'all been out on lake.
I have been on there. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's not like Austin lakes where it's limestone.
Like
it's
Lake
clear,
Travis and
it's
stuff?
beautiful. Our lake's not like that. It's man-made. It's dirt on the bottom. But I mean,
it's still just good just being on the water in general.
It's so relaxing. We love it over there. So yeah, we raise the kids over there, but we're always on the water this time of year till like October.
That's awesome.
We just love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that many people. So like when we were in Lake Charles, we were always out on the boat. But here, there's no people really.
Yeah,
don't
we
have
know that our
boats.
friends have boats.
There was one of our friends has it was a boat member club thing or something. Here,
Yeah, they have a membership here. You just
it's not your
text
boat,
them,
but
and
you can
you rent
valet the boat up to
you pay monthly, and then you can
And
get
you
a
can
boat
go out so
X amount of
far.
times. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I think they have that over there as well.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty popular. I mean, because around here you got a store with some bitch. You can't keep in your keep in your driveway.
In my neyborhood, I can't keep it in
That's
my
same way here.
backyard
No
or my
campers,
yard.
no
It won't
nothing.
fit
Yeah.
in our boat, in our
Right.
garage. So we have to rent a storage
I know.
for each boat.
I know that's
For
a
the
whole
fishing
other
boat,
expense
for
you don't think about.
And then the jet ski, right? But that's why I was saying I ain't paying for no direct TV.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to pay for
I
that.
gotta get this boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So what's next for you coming up? Like what you working on next, or what you got something big coming up?
I don't have anything big coming up right now. I have a few collabs coming up. I'm doing a few conferences this summer. I'm speaking on panels.
Oh wow.
So that'll be exciting.
So like, what do you like? Speaking of,
Influencing
okay.
and how to build your social media, on one of them. And the other one, I'm on a panel, just Houston culture.
do you ever do local stuff?
Yeah,
like local speaks.
Yeah,
Oh, I need to
yeah.
come.
Yeah.
I need to learn.
I will. I'll invite you. I'll get your digits before
Okay.
we leave. And I'll have you come out to some of them.
Yeah.
But they're coming up pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But no, nothing major. I'm trying to think. I feel like I do have something, and I'm
So are you
forgetting.
pretty much busy during the week? Like you're always having something?
I make my schedule.
Okay.
Like today, Monday and Tuesday we turned up because friends of ours that own the Savoy, those are their days off, because they run a restaurant/bar. And so those are their slow days. So they're like, we want to come up to the lake. They were wanting to buy a boat. And so we turned up on Monday and Tuesday. Roland took off of work. He's in oil and all that implies.
Yes.
So he took off for a couple of days. So this week I made my schedule. I had to go get my tires rotated yesterday, right? The mammogram. And
Oh, that's what you call tires rotating.
got my tires
heard
rotated.
that.
I need to get
I
my
know,
oil
does
changed.
that crack you up? So like, I just started getting mine the past 2 years, and so they're like, step out, we'll put the gown on. And so this past time, this one, my second one, I said, you don't have to step out. I'm not putting the gown on because you're already seeing it, all of it anyways. Why'd I have to have a gown?
Yeah.
She's like, well, some people like that. Why be modest? You're seeing it all.
Yeah.
So I don't put the gown on.
Yeah.
But
Smash 'em up.
Can
the
we
last
just do them both at the same time?
As I said, this past time, she's like, okay, fine with me. I'm like, yeah, because you're already seeing it. Why am I covering one at a time?
Yeah.
It does not bother me.
But I'd rather do the mammogram than the oil change.
Yes, exactly. Because
Yeah.
they're like, you'll sit. We were talking about this the other day because like, I'm like everybody's like a nervous person because I hate when you get undressed and you're sitting there for like 30 minutes. I'm sweating because I'm hot. So I'm standing up, walking around trying to, and then when I hear the door, then I go sit down. Then you sit down. My favorite thing is like when you sit down and put your things in little straps things, they're like, scoot down further, and I tried to scoot down as much as I can, but it's never enough.
Look, that's never going to get easier. It's been awful since the day we started. I just told my doctor, I was like, my muffler's dragging and my suspension's getting weak. He said, you need to do them Kegels, girl.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
And he's like 70 something years old. I was so impressed that he got my
He picked up,
yeah. Yeah, he picked up what I was putting
That's
down.
hilarious.
But I found a remedy, or I think I did. I get very nervous when I go do my mammograms, my pap smears, and I got an hour and a half massage before I went to the mammogram, and I didn't even care. I was like,
oh wow,
Just
I was
relax.
so relaxed. So that might be a helpful
A life hack.
a life hack. Yeah.
There you
yeah, I
go.
love a good massage.
Yeah. Yeah, I got bucket naked. She's like, get down to you're comfortable. I carry all my stress in my ass.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
but
what was it like being empty? I mean, we'll be there. I mean, I hate to say it. We'll be
I
there in a few
know.
years.
Yeah.
But like, how was that transition for you guys?
friend, at first, the first 6 months was rough because 2 of ours left for college at the same time. And so 2 were at home, 2 were gone. And I just felt like our family was broken up.
Yeah.
And I was sad for a minute.
Because we're super family. Like we do a lot of stuff with our family. Like
and I was like that mom that held on to everything, and I got to keep them safe, right?
Right.
And so the first 6 months of them going away to school was hard. I went through a little bit, and I was sad.
they were further than driving distance.
2.5 hours in
Okay.
Austin. I'm sorry, San Marcos. They were at Texas State.
Okay.
And then we turned a corner. There were the 2 at home, and the 18-year-old left after she finished high school, and we started loving it like real quick. Like we're like, oh yeah. And then baby girl left. Probably she's been married about 3 years. She left when she was maybe 19 or 20. She was going to community college at home, and we're just like, this is the best. I'm walking around in my chonies.
Yeah.
That's underwear.
Yeah.
Or less. And it's just awesome, It's so awesome because I don't know about you guys. I don't think you did. We had an instant family when we got together. So we never had that alone time. So we're dating each other now. We're having sex wherever we want.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, you went in on the table, Daddy? But it just frees you.
Well, so before we had kids, same thing. Like when we were in an apartment, we were always naked. Like there was no need to get out the shower and put clothes on.
Yeah, I was like, hey.
like what's the point?
Yeah. I say naked too. How you spell that?
I know. We say words.
Nekid, naked.
I say a bunch of words. I say a bunch of words. People are like,
Yeah, they're like, what? This or that?
I say breakfast. I can't say I
Yeah.
say breakfast. A bunch of words. I just
And I had an S on everything: Walgreens, CVS,
Walmart's.
Kroger's, Walmart's.
Walmart.
Did you go to Walmart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had an S on everything. That's me. That's it. Yeah,
I love it. That's funny.
yeah. I'm
But
something
yeah,
else.
we love being empty nesters. It is, I feel like a reward for a job well done. I remember my mom telling me, if you do a good job with your children, you don't have to raise your grandchildren.
Right.
And that just kind of stuck with me.
Because there's a lot of people that do.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't want to be raising grandchildren.
I don't. I want to enjoy my grandkids, and I want
Yeah.
to have them over and have
Same.
Gigi time. But I don't want to raise them,
Right.
Because I did my job with my kids, and I'm just having fun now. We love it Dale, to answer your question, we love being empty nesters. It is a reward for a job well done.
That's awesome.
I
That's
bet.
good to hear.
Well, especially you're busy and that you got the freedom to kind of do whatever now and then.
We can rest when we want. We can do whatever we want. It's amazing.
Yeah, pick up and leave. if you
I don't
need
have any
to.
more lessons. I got to take them to dance lessons or volleyball. Or
Oh, man.
No more of that.
We got that 4 nights a week. We got practices plus weekend tournaments. I mean, so, you know, you went through that.
Let me encourage you, though. You're going to look back on that, and it's going to be the best time. I promise
know.
you. The best time. When you're going through it, it's like draining, right? You're exhausted.
Yeah, because we know when the week starts, here it goes.
Yeah.
Well, like
yeah.
owner of my company, he's got kids that are, one's out of college, one's almost finished. He's like, dude, I would trade to have those days back. He's like, he was a lot at the moment, but he's like, dude, it was the most fun.
Well, it's crazy
Your
how
house is full. The love's there. Like,
It's crazy how fast it goes because I'm like, man, we're already finished with her freshman year. His 6th grade middle school year. No, so I was like, man, she only has 3 years left. He only has 4. You know, like
and it
it's just
flies by.
Yeah, that's what we hear. We hear everybody says it. Like, man, once they hit high school, freaking flies by.
It
like our
does.
next big thing is like learning to drive. I'm like, oh my gosh, then she'll never be home.
I know.
That is a scary thing, though, when they
Especially
start
in the
to
state of
drive.
Texas, like just driving. Period. You know, like I mean,
Shit,
Lake
paying
Charles.
for auto insurance
Oh,
for
I
a
know.
teenager.
Right?
Shit.
Phew, I can't even imagine that.
You got to take out a second mortgage.
Well, and then some of these kids are like, my daughter's like, I want this, I want that. I'm like, you're going to get a good, safety, dependable
Yeah.
car. And all these, you go to drop her off at school and you're seeing like people in like BMWs or like G-Wagons
what?
or like an Audis.
Being devils?
BMWs.
Oh. BMWs.
They're driving fancier cars than their parents are. I'm like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I seen a G-Wagon pulling out
Yeah,
the other day
I'm like-
in high school. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I had a 626 1992 model.
I had a Honda
Standard.
Accord 1989 or 82. I don't know what it was.
I drove a vet.
Oh, you drew
Oh,
it?
there you go.
A Chevette.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but y'all, when my daughter, the baby girl, was in high school, she went through 3 or 4 accidents, and it was all the phone.
Oh, shit.
Well, so now they have the thing,
Scary.
the app things that you can
Yes,
turn. You can turn
yes.
it on and off.
I'm so glad.
I'm so doing that. Yeah, and you can
It's-
see if they're speeding. You can, and they can't text when it shuts it off.
Yes. That's so good. You have to do that.
Yeah, and we try not to, but we do it in front of the kids, which is so terrible. You know.
Oh, dude.
Me and my husband he will be doing it when I'm driving, or he'll be driving on his phone. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm driving, I'm on my phone. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah. So wait, he can do it, but I can't.
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
what are we thinking?
And I'm like, he'll fuss at me. So when he's doing, I'm like, oh, are you seriously? Like, why are
yeah,
we
because
doing
he don't
it?
remember when he did it. He just remembers when I did it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's just how it works. Double standards for a reason.
All the time. I'm like, I don't think so, buddy.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
But now it has a thing where you have the text thing, which I crack up because nobody can. Half the time I'm like da 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 da, and I don't read
Oh,
it. I
even
just send
Steve
it.
Jobs can't understand what she
And
says.
I'm like, what?
Apple's confused on her.
And I'm like, I'm like, how do you not understand what I'm
she
saying?
wants an S on everything.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Parts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cummings.
Yes, for real.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there any big brands that you deal with like consistently, or you kind of just?
They come and go,
Come and go.
honestly, especially since social media doesn't. I had a wine brand for quite a while.
wow.
And just the support, like people fell off. So that dissolved. But it's just hit or miss, like no consistent brand deals. I just feel like my audience doesn't like it, support
I know.
I do a little makeup here and there, skincare items, but yeah, nothing's consistent. No long-term brand deals, no.
They just like you to go live and dance.
Yep.
I need to start doing that.
It's hard to go live, friend.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
draining,
sometimes you
isn't
feel
it?
like you cannot not talk and just sit there and read all the comments. You just got to keep it. And it's hard if you're
Live.
going live and just talking to your, interacting with you and the people by yourself,
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's draining too. Like it wears you out mentally.
But it is a good excuse for you to pop open something.
Agreed. My husband's like, again? Yes.
I'm like, this gets me through it to go live.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, episode 69.
That's right.
That is crazy. Congrats to you guys.
Thank you
It was
so
it was
much.
meant to be.
It was meant, we were actually talking about it last week. We're like, all right. We're like, oh my gosh, she's coming on. It's going to be episode 69. And I was like, I'm going to get balloons.
I love that you did that, friend.
It was so funny. So when I went to a Dollar Tree and I got balloons and they were like, 69? They're like, who's turning 69? And so I was like, no, it's actually for our podcast. They're like, the lady was like, what's a podcast? I told her, she's like, oh my, that's awesome. Da, da, da. And then I went to Specs to go get the champagne, and they're like, man, he was like, man, what's the occasion? I don't know why I was asking occasion. I guess because I was buying an expensive bottle, you know. And I was like, oh, it's our 69 episode of our podcast. He's like, what's the podcast? So I told him. So I picked up 2 new people.
There you go.
Yeah. I said, he's like, they were both like, I'll check it out. You know, they're like, congrats. That's
I
pretty
was
cool.
just here and I had to eat.
Where'd you
'Cause
stop at?
I stopped at Lupe Tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And so both chefs come out of the kitchen.
And they recognized you?
Uh-huh. And then my waitress is like, are you TikTok mama? I'm like, no, I can't stand that bitch.
Yeah, Lupe's good around here.
They opened right across the street.
Great
from our-
service, great food.
So literally, if you leave our neighborhood, take a right.
They have- yeah.
They built a brand new one right there.
Is that not the one I went to?
No, you went to the one by Bay
Did you go
Area.
of a Bay
Yeah, yeah.
Area?
They
Okay.
just opened this
I
like
don't
2
know.
months
Okay.
ago. This just opened like
I don't know if I was which one I was at.
Okay.
no, it's like literally 200 yards from here.
Oh.
This one's right here. It's a new one. It just opened.
So you probably went to one, you traveled a little ways. to
You came
get
down
here?
45?
No.
Oh, you didn't come out of 45?
I was in the medical center, so it actually took me 610 to 225.
Oh, okay, so
through
you-
LaPorte
Oh, you did?
to
Oh,
Airport.
yeah, you came to this one.
So you
Yeah.
came to this
Okay.
one.
That's the one right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's,
the
that's
new
brand new.
Both chefs came out and
Oh, wow.
introduced themselves. The food was amazing.
Yeah, they just opened up in April, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
April.
Camry was my waitress. She did a bang out job.
That's awesome. Yeah, they have good margaritas.
I didn't get to try them because I was coming here.
Okay.
And I was like, let me be on my A game.
Do you go out? You go
Do I drink? Yes.
you go party out? Y'all go out a lot?
Oh, we do.
Where do y'all
What's
go
your
to?
favorite
I
spot?
wear the Savoy.
Okay.
That's a voice of wealthy. Okay.
I wear my husband out. He has to go back to work to get rest.
I bet.
Yeah.
Well, you're empty
Because
nester,
my
so you can do what you want.
Yeah, yeah. So we go out on Sunday night and he's dragging ass on Monday.
Oh,
and he
wow.
doesn't catch up till Wednesday. And then it starts all over again. Like,
Okay.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is, but it's fun. Like, you know what I like? My girlfriend said this, and I feel like it's such a great description of what influencers do. We're living for a living. You know what I mean? And I feel so blessed to be
Yeah,
able
you
to
should be in
just-
yourself and you can capitalize on it.
Yeah, and just I turn up every day, not necessarily with alcohol, you
Yeah.
know, but I'm celebrating every day.
That's awesome.
I find joy in every day, but yeah, we do. We turn up a lot. My favorite spot is the Savoy.
Okay. Well, definitely have to check that out. What's your favorite like restaurant to eat at?
Oh my gosh, friend, there's so many.
I know
Houston,
there
we
is
are
so many.
known for our culinary.
I tell you, I said Houston's the best
And
food
it's versatile. We
It's
have
because
kinda
it's the
hard,
most.
yeah.
It's the melting pot of all cultures.
That's right, there it is.
And there's a lot of fusions.
yes.
I tell people like because people talk about Dallas. I'm like, dude, Dallas and then San Antonio got nothing on Houston food.
Period.
Houston's the mecca for food. I feel.
That is accurate. There's so many good restaurants. Like I love Vic and Anthony's
Okay.
over there by Minute Maid. I love the ambiance. I love the food. I love the service. I love the piano playing. Right. I told you I like all kinds of music.
Yes.
Like I would love to hear the girl just sing an a cappella in there. It's just beautiful. Food's amazing. There's a lot of good restaurants. Have y'all been to Chapman Kirby's? Okay. Yeah. A lot of good places.
Yeah.
A lot of good places. But yeah, I would say I enjoy Vic and Anthony's a lot.
Okay.
We got one
one
like
of my
we actually
Yeah,
got one in Lake
Lake
Charles,
Charles.
inside the Golden Nugget. They have one there.
Okay. Yeah. I love Mastro's Ocean Club.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
You've
Mastro's.
been to Mastros.
I like their spot.
We like Papa Brothers a lot. That's probably
I've been there.
that's. I've tried all them steakhouses. That's probably the best steakhouse that I would probably say.
over
that-
Kirby's and all that.
That's probably my favorite.
Tried steak.
Papa's.
Papa
Brothers Steakhouse. I
haven't been
It's on.
there.
They got one in
It's good.
Westheimer and they got one by George R. Brown.
Okay.
But it's phenomenal.
We tried steak. Was it Steak 48?
Steak 48.
Steak 48.
That's probably the best
So good.
service, like the experience I've ever had at a restaurant.
Steak 48.
Unreal.
And they put the alcohol in
Steak
them
48.
They put
Okay.
the alcohol in them drinks. Ooh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went there for our we went did like
Anniversary.
an overnight deal. We did dinner and got a massage and stuff. in Houston. Just
Yeah.
one night.
I saw your eyeballing my It kind of looks like a crooked bottle of Jack Daniels. Right?
It's a pocket. It's a old school mic.
Because I got shit to say.
Oh my God, I love that. I need to, since we're doing a podcast, I need to get that. It's so cute.
Yeah. It kind of looks like a bottle of Jack Daniels, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A
I was trying to figure out what it was. Okay.
I got
She got a blow dryer
I
on it.
got shit to say.
So that's your motto? Like, I got shit to say?
I do. It is.
Oh,
I go,
that's awesome.
mic check 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
So you've been married 30 years.
30 years, 4 kids, 6 grandkids.
So one question we always like to ask on here, I'll ask it this time, is, you've been married 30 years, 4 kids, bunch of grandkids. Like, so what is your best marriage advice that you would give out?
I think Destiny's Child said it best when they said, "Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of bottles and they pocket full grown." No, all kidding aside, I think just being committed to that person, no matter what, loving them, loving your partner, your spouse, the way you need to be loved, because it should be reciprocal, right?
Yeah.
Give what you need. And extend grace.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to fuck up. We're going to mess up. And just love them through it.
Mm-hmm.
Treat them the way you want to be treated. That's what I would say.
It's awesome.
That's good.
But don't leave your man at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, you can sometimes if it's a ladies' day. Ladies' day.
That's right.
Ladies'
That's
night.
right. That's right.
Dude, she does a ladies' lunch that lasts 4 hours.
No, mine's 8.
Then she comes. That turns into like, oh, we're going to such house,
Yeah.
and then like,
Yep.
That last time I did good and I was back home at 5:30 to go eat dinner, they're like, "Oh, you're going to meet your husband?" "Yeah, because he wants to go eat dinner and I'm being a good wife."
I love that. So I can't get to brunch early. I can't be there before 12.
Okay.
Just my morning routine, I need to do what I need to do in the morning. I need to not be rushed. I want to have my coffee. I want to look at my emails, and I want to move to the beat of my own drum. So I don't schedule many things before 12 o'clock.
So you're a night owl.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
If I'm at home now, if I'm out, I'll get home at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because the music be blasting,
I know.
the blunts be passing, and the ass be clapping. And so
I'm gonna get that on a shirt.
not before I do, Dale.
All right, we'll sell it on TikTok shop. We'll do a collab with TikTok. We'll do a TikTok mama collab.
Yeah, but if I'm home, y'all, I'm in bed by 9 o'clock. I get my rest, just like chilling. No brain activity, watching, a show. But if I'm out, oh yeah, I'm a night owl. But again, I don't like to get things going before 12 o'clock. Anything business or fun. I'll go to brunch 12, get home at 8 o'clock at night.
That's my kind. That's my kind
Lovey,
of
come
celebration.
pick me up.
That's what I did for my birthday. I changed. Usually we try to do something during the day, but this past time we did a brunch Saturday, and like it turned into an all day thing. I mean, you get there
It
at 11 or
does.
12, and you're there till 4 or 5.
And friend, I'm going, and we do this once a month. I still hang out with my high school friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, like we graduated in '88, and we meet once a month, and we go to different spots. And one of our friends would do a food review on Yelp, or what is it? Yeah, I don't know, one of them. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I
Yeah,
forgot
it's
what
fun.
your question was. I went off on a tangent.
Oh, you answered it. It was the marriage one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
something
Advice?
after that, though. No? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for joining
Oh, yeah,
us.
hey, I think, like I said, getting to meet you, like your energy, like I feel like, you do feel family with people, and like I could cut up with you all day.
Hell yeah.
Which is fun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We like to have a good time, though.
We do.
So.
Same. I'm a dirty little fun haver. Yeah.
Okay, well, my question is, like, can you, like, you can roll, like, you can get hammered, or you hungover the next day? Are you the type of people that can roll?
What do you mean roll?
Like,
The next day, you're good
the
to
next
go,
day,
or
if
you
you
gotta-
drink too much, are you good to go, or you're
it depends.
okay?
If-
So what's your to go to drink if you're going out to club? What are you drinking?
Okay, well, if I'm
popping bottles.
if I'm
Okay.
doing brunch, I do prosecco
Yeah,
all day.
that's-
And then in the evening, if I'm feeling, frisky, I'll switch over to a vodka soda.
Okay.
With a lime. But when I'm at the bar, like Savoy, we're popping tequila, just bottles at the table. Don Julio Reposado, like.
I like reposado.
Yeah.
We like reposado.
And we're just doing shots.
Oh,
Oh, I love shots.
But my husband's like, baby, I've noticed a pattern. I'm like, here we go. Can you let me live my life? But he's like, I've noticed that when you get crossfaded, do you know what I mean by that?
Like cross-eyed? Or like shit face or something?
Fred, I could be your mom. I'm old enough to be your mom. Okay, so when I drink and smoke,
Oh, okay.
he's like, I can tell that you can't. I'm like, but baby, it helps me with my hangover the next day.
Okay.
Like, if I smoke, I don't have a headache the next day. But he's like, I can't control you, baby.
like a honey badger.
Oh shit! But yeah, I vodka's my shit.
Okay, so we
Tito's,
like tequila.
and I like tequila. I will do tequila. It just depends on if I have a full belly, and I can. But once I'm a binge everything.
Yeah.
Binge Netflix, binge drink, binge smoke, binge eat. It's just my personality. So
Okay.
once I get started, I don't stop till I pass out.
That's my problem. Hey,
So I need a day off the next day.
Okay.
Can I propose something?
Go ahead.
We should work on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
I agree.
Why are we working more than we're off? We need to be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Exactly.
We will work. We the people will work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's what I propose.
I mean, I'll vote for it.
Yeah, I interrupted you. What were
No,
you?
I don't. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we're talking about drinks whenever she says.
Oh, dude, I love shots. The
don't-
bad thing for me, like, we'll be out partying.
See, donut's
And
not a good time.
We're about to leave, and I'm taking 2 shots before I'm like, well, what am I doing? Like, every time I take
Yeah.
shots like before I leave the damn building.
Or he'll
I don't
have
know
his
why.
friends that his friend won't.
I
His
just keep-
friend won't drink a lot, but he's like trying to get. I'm like, this don't work like this. Is all
Dude,
of
I'll
us.
turn into
Yeah.
Frank the Tank, though. Like,
Yeah.
I either don't drink or I'm like getting wild.
I'm getting wild.
I like to get wild.
I get freaking buck wild. and my
Do your
husband-
clothes stay on though?
They do.
Okay, good.
Tequila is tempting though. When I drink tequila, I get a little woo-woo.
Well, it's funny because every time me and my best friend Sam, we go somewhere together, like we have a good time, and no matter where we are, we always get on stage somewhere. And we're always
Tables or something.
We're always
Yes, I'm
shaking.
gonna be on
We're always
something,
shaking
yes.
and dropping. We're like, this is embarrassing.
What is it though?
I probably know.
But I feel like just my personality, I'm already uninhibited. So to add alcohol to that, it's like my husband.
Yeah, I put on a show, you know?
Yeah. You want something to look at?
Yeah, because it never fails. It's like once you get to drink so much, they're like, all right, Crystal and such, it's your turn to get up on that stage. And I'm like, oh, Lord, you know?
Yeah.
Like one year I was acting like I was a girl from Coyote Ugly. What was the song?
I think I
Chase
know
the
what you're-
Moonlight.
Chase, no.
That was that song?
Where they're crawling on the stage. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Pour some sugar on me.
Oh, okay.
Pour some sugar. And I had I had a microphone and everything. I was shaking my
Oh, that was
head.
that girls' night you
Yeah,
had.
that was a girls' night. Yeah.
Ooh, friend. I can
Y'all would be in trouble together.
that's what I just thought.
Wait, and so I got paid in $50, crispy $50 ones, and I couldn't accept it. And my best friend Rebecca, she was like, she said, "That's my bodyguard." She said I had to give it back. I was like, "I'm not taking this." And Rebecca's like, "I needed that. That could have paid for my meal." And I was like, "Damn, why didn't I think of that? That could have paid for my
I
meal."
know.
I gave
Take
it
the
back.
money.
You
I gave-
always take the money.
Yeah, I gave
Exactly.
it back. I
That's
even
what I
told
said.
Dale, I was like, "Yeah, I got paid," but I said I felt bad and I gave it back. He's like, "Why didn't you use that to pay for your meal?" I'm like, "No shit."
Bring that money home.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I
That's
didn't
You
think
earned
it
it.
crossed my mind.
Oh,
And so
yes.
Rebecca's like, "I earned that. I was watching you the whole time."
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but y'all have to come out, go on the boat with us. It's a turn up.
yeah. I love being on the boat.
Hey, I'm down for a good turn up. Trust me.
Yeah. We can't take any glass on the lake, so I have all
Right,
these
so it's
plastic
plastic.
bottles. We just transfer the drinks over into, and we put it in the ice chest. And God willing, I'll have a try too when y'all come out.
There we go. Well, thanks so much
Yes,
for
thank
making the
you so
drive.
much. Yes, that's
Thank
awesome.
you for having me.
This has been fun.
It was a good time. Yes.
Like I said, that's the cool thing about what we do and what you're doing is to meet cool people and
Yes.
like connect and
collaborate and all
Yeah,
that.
you know, it's like I said, it's, you know, like I said, we talked about that. I talked about it the day earlier, like, you know, kind of got put people in your life you meet and then you kind of connect, and it's just what goes from there, you never know, but it's cool to
it's
have
awesome.
the connection with you because it's been fun.
My husband, he's like, babe, are you going to take anybody with you today? And I'm like, no, everybody's working, everybody's busy. Like, I'm just gonna. He's like, you don't know them. I'm like, honey, they will send me back. I promise.
I know you always kind of worry about that because I was like, you know, you don't know, and I was like, when you have guests, you don't know. I mean, today's
Yeah.
world, but it's
Well,
like,
she told me that. I said, man, she's
Yeah.
a secure woman.
Yeah.
I said she does. I'm sure she
and I
feels
was like,
fine.
it's okay if she brings
I was
somebody.
like, we're not
you
some
know?
creepers,
Yeah.
but you know,
But I'm sure you just
could
don't know, you know?
gauge from people.
Right.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was good though.
Yes.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming on.
Yes, thank
Episode
you for
69. Hey, you're the best guest for episode 69.
That's right.
Oh,
I mean,
love that.
it was meant to be. It's so
yes. Cheers to y'all.
Yes,
Turn it up
cheers.
with-
Many more podcast episodes.
Thank
Turn it up
you.
with TikTok Mama.
That's
right.
right.
That's how you can
That's
find her on.
Won't be the last time.
What is it? TikTok Mama
7.
TikTok Mama 7
On all platforms. Yes.
Okay, even on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, don't follow
Don't
the other
listen. Yeah, not TikTok Mama.
Okay. Well, thank you again.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
We'll be in touch in the future for sure.
Can't wait.
We got to do something together.
Absolutely. Y'all
All
are
right.
coming out.
Thank
Yes, ma'am.
you.